And after the win.
We will see. We will see.
Because you've already had the stream the day. Ha! You're just filling in. So, never mind, check the title. So, smash the thumbs up for the hashtag Team Females.
Hello. Don't know who's watching. Somebody's just coming in. Get off the girls. You don't want them now. They were boring over there. Come over and join us. This is going to be a much better fun one. We'll leave and we'll get rid of them. We don't want to watch them anymore, so we'll get rid of them. Oh. Hey, look, this is good. You've already jumped straight over because you were bored of watching the girls, weren't you? So you've jumped straight over here already. Right, let me just get a few things up on the screen so I can do it. Why are you sending me that now? Sorry, I'll be with you in 2 ticks. Typical, they wait until I go live and then start sending me emails. Right, so that's sorted. So right, so anybody that was on any of my streams last night or this morning, anybody that was on any of them streams, if you won any of the auctions, they've now been, all those orders are being sent into the office and they're being processed over the next day or two. Any voucher codes that people won that I didn't credit you, those will have all been created today as well. So all of that's being sorted for anybody that was on my streams, that is. Obviously, I don't know about any of the other streams, but I'll update you as soon as I get any updates on that. I see quite a few of them left. Okay. Hello, Judith. Hello, Lorna. Right, so the first thing I'm going to get you to do, because there's been some real proper bandits around today, and obviously none better than me, really, to be fair. Let's ignore Lorna. Lorna, sorry. I don't mean that, Lorna, not you. Let's ignore Hannah, I meant. She thinks she's beaten us, but she hasn't got anywhere near. But there's been some proper bandits around by everybody today. So all I ask you to do is, if you win any of the voucher codes or anything like that, and you're going to go off and buy something, obviously, with it, all I ask you to do is please stick one of these raffle tickets on it as well, because I'm trying to get this raffle sold out for personal reasons. So as soon as you get that sold out, that'll please me, and we'll do something there. That's all gone live. I don't know how they're doing their giveaways. Are they doing it for viewers and for likes, or are they just doing it for likes for the voucher codes? Because if they're doing it for viewers, I need to give you one now, don't I? So So does anybody want to tell me whether they were doing it for viewers or for likes? That's kind of funny. That's gone there now. Nobody even going to talk to me. I'm assuming they're doing it for views. So we've already gone past the 10. We're going to hit 20 now. One more for 20. Yeah, 20. Right, so I'll do you a... I can't be bothered, to be honest. I can't be bothered to do you two £5. So I'm just going to do you one £10 instead for 20 views. And while you're commenting on this voucher code will be created straight away for you as well. Yeah, I think it was views. So once you comment this, and while you're all commenting that, I'll explain to you what we're going to do. We did get 20, so that's why it's a £10 one. So comment Lighty beat the boss, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do, because I've changed the rules up a bit, and I'll probably get told off from Ian from doing it, but hey, I don't mind. We'll have a bit of fun tonight. I'm only on from 8 till 10, maybe 8 till 11. Depends if Matt can get back in time. So just comment Lighty beat the boss, and then I'll pick you out a £10 voucher winner, and I'll create that code straight away for you. So if you've only just joined in and you haven't seen anything that's been going on tonight, yeah, I remember you, Popcorn. Now you're going to like this one then, because I'm putting a challenge down to all of you. This all started off at 10 o'clock last night when Ian put a challenge down to me. And he said to me that if I started mystery parcel auctions off at a 10% bid, he didn't think that I would win any more than 3 in a 14-hour stream. So the deal we had was, if I put any auctions up, if I put any auctions up for 10% and nobody bid on it, I only paid £1 for that. And in 14-hour stream last night, we were doing loads of other auctions. I did 29 of those mystery parcels. And to give you an idea of how hard it was, the final score was Ian 25, me 4. So I did beat him because he challenged me to get 3. So what I'm going to do for tonight's stream, because we didn't beat him, we did batter him, and to be fair, I did cost him a fair bit of money. So I'm going to put a challenge down to all of you tonight. You've just had men v women on the last stream. Tonight it's going to be me against everybody, and I predict that I will still get at least 2 wins in 2 hours. So to also throw into the mix on that as well, so it's me against all of you, and I still predict that I'll get at least 2 wins. Also to throw into that, the person that gets the highest single bid on any auction tonight is also going to get a mystery prize thrown in as well. I've got no idea what that is. That's just something that I've told Ian that he's going to do, to be honest. So he probably hasn't got much idea about it, but that's how we're going to go with tonight. So it's me, and I don't know how long it'll be. It's either 2 till 10 o'clock or possibly 11 o'clock. Depends if Matt can get back in time. I'll just give you another couple of minutes to do that. Lighty beat the boss, and then I'll draw that and we'll get cracking on for the night. If there's a few of you that have still got some 1 and 2p's, Oceans Jack, good to see you again. If any of you have still got some 1 and 2p's floating about and you fancy an auction for them, tell me and I'll throw up the odd auction for 1 and 2p's as well. So it's entirely up to you if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, it will just be mystery parcels. Right, yeah, that one's not gone through yet. Not gone through yet, Hannah. Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. But it's me against you, and I predict that I will still win 1,400 coins to send in. Awesome. So anybody else is going to comment, Lighty beat the boss for a £10 voucher giveaway that I'll create straight away for you. And then we'll crack on. You got 27 watchers here, and I've only had 9 people comment that. So I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to put in the comment, Lighty beat the boss. There's 27 of you watching, and only 9 people have commented it. I managed to get the fast sum of 15 coppers from my bank today. Try not to spend them at once. So let me just load up my page that I do for that. What am I doing for that? Also, we did do the monthly giveaway, £1,000 monthly prize giveaway. We did that on one of my streams. I didn't find out. No, just comment, Lighty beat the boss. And then I'm going to draw somebody out for a £10 voucher code. So that's all you've got to comment. And well done. Hello, Sue. Good to see you again. I knew you wouldn't stay away long. The first prize was the £500 in the monthly draw, and I'm just waiting for confirmation on back from Logan on who that was. But trust me, I've sent Logan so many emails today, it might take him a day or two to get through that one. The second prize was number 7974, and it was, sorry, I'll turn my phone down. I can have a look for you in a minute, Popcorn. So the second one for £250 was Leah Gillam, Gillam, and the last one for £250 was Gary Waring. So that's all of the winners that for the monthly draw. I know we were a bit behind on those previously, so I wanted to make sure we got that out of the way. So I'll just quickly draw this one up for you, and then we'll crack on. Right. Oh, funny enough, how's that? The very last person that commented, so who was that? I had it down as marked British coins. Hannah, if you're still there, Hannah, there's Ian with his last order for you. Mark, I'm sorry, I know I've asked you this already last night, but you're going to have to remind me who you are again, mate, so I can create that code for you. I know you did tell me last night, but the memory's not too good. Hannah's got that, that's good. Can't even spell it right. Yeah, Mark, yeah, that's it. I knew you told me. I'll create that now for you. And why I do this, I'll give you your first auction. So as soon as I've created the code, I'll come back and start counting you down on it. Remembering now, this is me against everybody, because I've beaten the boss, and I reckon I can beat all of you by getting at least 2 wins. And the highest single bid will also get a mystery prize. So it's £170, £17 opening bid. And if you're going to bid. If you're not, I don't mind, because it just proves that I beat all of you again. And I'll just sort that out for you, Mark, why we're leaving that one running in the background. And then as soon as I come back, I'll start to count it down. It's there already. That's right. There. So if you just keep an eye on your email, Mark, you'll be getting an email from the Great British Coin Hunt any minute now that will have a voucher code in there for you. Guess I spelled it wrong. There we go. Sometimes these vouchers do take a couple of minutes to come through to your emails, so just bear with us while they're being sent. But it's gone through now, it's all been created and it's gone through to you now. So where are we? Love it. No opening bids other than mine, so I'm counting you down. And I'm going to get at least 2 of these off you tonight. Oh, not with a number like that. So remember, this is £170 mystery parcel, and it's £17 opening bid with me. If none of you bid on it, I've beaten you as well as the boss, and I only pay £1 for it. The highest single bid achieved in the 2 hours that I'm streaming will also win a mystery prize as well. I haven't no idea what it is, nor does Ian, because I've only just told him he's going to do that. So it's a bit of a mystery to him as well. And I would suggest, seriously, if you watched any of my streams last night, the last 2 or 3 seconds on these go absolutely mental. Nikki Oliver, how do you bid? You need to be a customer of the greatbritishcoinhunt.com. So if you're not already a customer on there, you just go over to the greatbritishcoinhunt.com, sign up on there. That makes you a customer. And then this is a cash bid for £170 mystery parcel. And all you need to do is bid a minimum of £18 to outbid me. I'll explain it. I'll stop this one in a second and I'll explain it in a bit more detail because I know that we've got new viewers and everything kicking in and watching us now. Yeah, so the last couple of seconds go absolutely mental on this. I do it different to everybody else. It's all down to them how they do it. I slow mine right down when I get to the last 3 seconds and I don't look at the screen. And normally it goes chaotic then, so I wouldn't leave it till the last minute if you want to bid, because the chances are you'll get beaten on it. But I don't think you will, because I think I'm going to beat all of you tonight. And I'll do this exactly how I was doing it last night. Where was it on? So this is how I was doing it last night. I'd write it in me thingy box, and then I'd send a Facebook message. And once my Facebook message is sent, then I hit the button. Because obviously you can hear me typing, but you've got no idea when I'm going to press that. Where are we? Good evening, Susie. You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? You've been here all night, or most of the night, and today. Dragon 21, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 I've got there for Ian Menham on £25. Ian, you had a few of me last night as well, didn't you? My short-term memory is not great, but when it's money's involved, so I don't need to explain to you what to do, Ian. You know exactly what you're doing anyway. So for anybody that's new and hasn't got a clue what this is, these are just mystery parcels for anything from the website. So they could, but not guaranteed. I'm hardcore like you. They could, but are not guaranteed. They could include anything from packaged coins, circulated coins, uncirculated coins, sheets of coins. Sorry, somebody was doing this to me last night. As soon as I go live, they start sending me messages to try to make me slip up. They could include prints, stamps, merchandise. So you got your cups, your t-shirts. Some of them might include voucher codes. So it can be absolutely anything. But the one thing I'm going to stress, right, and you'll laugh at this, the one thing I'll stress is these are mystery parcels. So when you go to admin and you put in your payment, where you get the little box pop up, you can't then write in there what you don't want to receive, because that's not how it works. It's a mystery parcel, and that's the whole idea of it. Some people have been writing in the box what they didn't want in their mystery parcel, and that's not quite how it works. On a mystery parcel, the whole idea of it is it's a mystery. So that's how it works. And last night it was me, Ian set me a challenge that I couldn't win 3 of them, and it took me the best part of 14 hours to win 4. But I reckon that I'll win 2 off you guys tonight. So that's why I've changed it tonight. Instead of Scott and Hannah just had girls against boys, I've changed it that I reckon I'll get 2 out of you tonight, minimum. And that's only between now and 10 o'clock. Well, I added up how many coins I spent in the 1p auction since it came to 999. Oh, that was a lot. I know you were going quite crazy last night. It was good. It was good fun though. And Warren sold me for £8 all mystery parts. No. I actually had to time out some of them last night. I haven't got a chocolate stash today. All I've got is the leftovers of me digestive biscuits. I ate all of my what was it I had? I had Revels and M&Ms, didn't I? And I ate all of them. So yeah, I'll just wait for Ian to come back and then I'll crack you up another one. So let me try and think. I'm going to pick on a victim. Disney, your post office is going to have the hump with you. It won't actually cost as much as you think it will. I won the bid on £8, don't lie. Yeah, but technically that bid didn't count because the auctioneer got timed out. So that didn't count. So what I'm going to do is just check over on here and see if... oh, he's done it already there. There we go. 14335, I'll take that. Yep, gotcha. Awesome one. Ian, good job you're not diabetic with all that chocolate. Honestly, Joan, they'll tell you, because I did 14 hours last night. the only thing that was keeping me going last night was chocolate and cups of tea. And obviously the people that stuck around for it, because it was obviously a lot of fun as well. So who can I pick on? Let me pick on somebody. Lorna, pick me oh God, what's the word? I can't even think of the word now. In going up in tens, pick me a number between 100 and 240. That poor guy that was counting down for me. Yeah, but I did warn him and he wouldn't listen to me. So unfortunately, I had to time him out. It was the only fair thing to do. So also, if any of you are keeping track, at the moment, Ian's got the highest single bid with 25. So that will also get you a mystery prize at the end of this. But don't ask me what they are because I haven't got a Scooby. I think Lorna, I might have picked the wrong person here because she had problems with her phone, didn't she? So I might have picked the wrong person to ask there. Javid, you do it then. You pick me a number between 100. No, sorry, you didn't hear me. That's cool. Jumped over here instead of Facebook. I've registered an account, so I just bid here. That's all you do. Right, so I'll give it to you then, Nikki. You're the first. This is totally new to you now, so I'll give it to you. In values of 10, give me a number between 100 and, where should we go with this? Between 100 and 270. And give me a number between 100 and 270 in values of 10. $190. Okay, so you know what's going to come up. Right, and just quickly for you, Oliver, there, obviously you can now bid on anything anyway, but if you're on the website, greatbritishcoinhunt.com, and you order anything on there that's a value of £5 and over, if you use that code FIVER, so it's capital FIVER, that will give you £5 off your first purchase there as well. So just so you know that. So I'm sure you know where I'm going with what I've just asked Oliver to pick me out. Oh, so it's £190 mystery parcel. My opening bid is always 10%. And if nobody bids on that, I'll get it for nothing, and that'll be one to me. And I'm just going to count you down straight away because there's a bid on it already. But obviously my bids aren't quite as, my countdowns won't be as quick as everybody else's because I mess about and write things down on my little notepad and send messages and do all kinds of other weird stuff. So mine won't be quite as fast as everyone else. So let's highlight that one. So you're on a £190 mystery bid, mystery parcel. And Nikki's coming with a £22 bid. Let me just write down what we're doing on here. Also, don't forget, please hit the like and the share buttons, because as soon as we get to 5,000 subs, it'll be a gold proof auction. And also after that, there will also be the A to Z 10p's, the 50p, the 50p coins, the state park quarters, and the US half and $4 up for auction as well. And also remembering the highest single bid tonight will get you a a mystery parcel that I've got no idea, or mystery price, should I say, that I've got no idea about, and nor does Ian, because he's only just had that sprung on him. So let's see if anybody else is going to do this. And I'll do exactly the same as I did on the last one. When it gets down to the last three, I don't look at it. I just type it in when I feel like it. I send a Facebook message. And then from there, anything can happen. Oh, this is the wrong one. So you're on to your last 3 seconds. Only 3, yeah. 2, and it's at £22 with Nikki at the moment. But if you also want a mystery parcel or something thrown in there, you're also going to have to comment on this. And it would have to be a bid of above £25. Because that's being led at the moment by Ian. So just send me Facebook message, and then I hit the button when I feel like it. What's that? How can you read? Oh. So I've got Dragon Lord in there at 25. I'm pretty sure that's the only one that I've got on my screen. No point in telling you what to do, Steve. You know how to do it all now anyway. If somebody just keeps an eye on the likes and the viewers, we've done a 20 viewer giveaway, but we haven't done a like one. No, honestly, that was nothing last night, Disney. They were literally leaving it to the very last second. And I was sat here needing like one more win. Because the flip side would have been, if I hadn't got 3 wins last night, I'd have had to do a whole 5-hour stream dressed as the Gruffalo. So everybody was finding it incredibly funny to be bidding against me. I don't know, how many likes are we on YouTube? And I'll add it on to what we got on Facebook. And if it makes a nice round number. Yeah, it was you, Popcorn. You had so many last night, literally at the last second. And it was getting to the point where I was getting quite confident. I was, yes, I've got this. And then at the last minute, they'd jump in with their bids and beat me. So yeah, if you just tell me how many likes you've got on there, I'll add it onto what I've got on YouTube. If it makes a round number, then I'll do a giveaway. $17. I'll take Judith 17. I like the higher number. I've got 3 on YouTube, so I'll do a giveaway for that. 16. No, I always take the higher number. I'm not vain. I like to take the higher number. So we do you a £5 voucher. There you go. Here comes the 16-year-old one. Bids on everything. You know it, Javid. You know it, mate. If you'd have seen him last night, old Daddy must have left his credit card laying around. Warren, send me your email via WhatsApp so I can send everything over in the morning. Oh my God. I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Hannah. But yeah, I'll do that. It literally took me 2 hours to send all my stuff over this afternoon. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you'd messaged me as well, Hannah. So I'll just answer you on there. what's the word I want? Order. And purely because I've just done that. So £5 voucher. Comment the word. Oh, sorry, I can't even spell it right. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Comment the word order. All you got to do is put that in the chat, and when I decide to stop it, I'll stop you from commenting, and then I'll pick you all out a £5 winner, and I'll create that code immediately for you, and you'll get that sent to you straight away. So you want my email address. I think really she just wants to send me some fan mail or ask me some tips how that I've battered everybody today. I think that's really what she wants it for. Can't even spell my own name. That's how long it's been. Oh look, all of the bandits are in here now. Global's in here. Javid. Susie, she's proper had us over last night. Disney as well. Popcoin. They're all in here tonight. Let's go to there. 13. So no more comments on that. And I don't mess about. We get it over and done with as fast as we can, then we can get you some more bargains. So what was I saying? Yeah, I know where I was going. Number 11. So there you go, Liam. You're the first one, or the second one, tell a lie. That's won that. So what I'm going to do next, same as I just did, I'll throw you out another one, and you can decide if you want to bid on it or just let me win it, because you know you're going to let me win at least one. And I just throw out random values. I don't stick to, hundreds and 200s. I throw out loads of random values. So while I'm doing this for Liam, there's your first one. Or it's not your first one, it's your third one. So I'm sitting there waiting for it to do that, and it doesn't. I'll have a look at those in a second, Popcoin. Obviously, I'm just got to sort this out first. So if anybody wants to bid on that, I think it was 230, was it? You're going to need to go above £23. Sorry, I'm just getting who I was creating this for then. And I say, if you don't moan at me if you don't get this code come to you immediately. Sometimes there's been up to about a 5-minute delay. So literally just give it a couple of minutes and it will come through. And then as soon as I come back, so obviously I can't see the screen, but as soon as I come back, then I'll start counting it down. I'm a bit worried actually that my groupie hasn't been in to see me tonight. She's declared herself my number one groupie and she hasn't been in to see us tonight. Nobody, yeah. So that's on its way to you now, Liam. I'll pop up an invite onto here. If anybody wants to come up and join me, you're more than welcome to, because it also means that I can nip off and have cigarette breaks and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we are at the moment. And remember that these mystery parcels can include anything at all from the website. So that's all of your new t-shirts, find the right way. Obviously with not my name on the top of them, but and these are all there in multiple different colours and everything as well. There is also a link to a website that I'll send you in a minute that's also got a load of you're trying your best, aren't you? It didn't work last night, so you're trying your best tonight. Hey, Mark's getting the hang of this now. I'm not messing about, straight in there. Remembering also the highest single bid. Bring it on. You tried that last night and failed, so bring it on. Remembering the highest single bid of the 2-hour slot that I'm on will win a mystery prize, whatever it is. I've got no idea. And as it stands at the moment, both of them are £25 and this one's also £25. So I'm afraid that's not the highest single bid. So it won't be a mystery prize to anybody. So if you want a mystery prize, you're going to have to go over £25. I thought you'd have popped up on here, Hannah. You're always up for jumping up on the streams. And then when I get down to the last 5, I start to slow it down. That's my excuse. The truth is, it's not. It's me. I'm just slow anyway. I'm absolutely exhausted and I'm ready for my bed. And I won't be able to see who's bidding on these because I just don't pay any attention, to be honest. What was that? That was 2, wasn't it? I didn't think that would come up as 1. The reason I don't hit the button straight away is I know there's a bit of a lag anyway, but you can hear me typing. So the idea is that that you don't know when I'm going to bring it. When I'm going to bring it, nearly slipped up there. You don't know when I'm going to press it. And there we are. I've done it now, so let's update. How many did we get going here? Got a Liam in there with a 30. Mark came in with 26, but it was too low. The 30 had already gone in there. Well done, Liam. That's you on 30, and you're also leading the highest single bid for the night as well. I need to check now how much that was actually for. I think it was 270, was it? 230. Hannah, do you not want to jump up here, or have you just left me now? Oh, hang on. Oh, that's right, yeah, Disney went to 24. Sorry, I missed you there, Disney. Yeah, then 25, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I thought I'd missed some out there. £30. So I don't know what the sub count is on YouTube at the moment, but it must. The last I knew, we were about 230 off of 5K, and I don't think it's actually updated properly for a day. Or yeah, it's still on 230, and it's been on that for at least a day. So I suspect when that goes up, we're going to probably be around about 100 away from the 5k. And of course, whenever we hit 5k, yeah, no problems, Liam. You know how to do it anyway, mate. So as soon as we hit 5k, then that gold proof gets auctioned off. I don't think Ian's decided which one it is yet. All I know that he was hoping to try to get a £2 coin in that, and there was talk that it could possibly be Captain Cook gold proof, so that would be quite impressive if it is that. But I don't know. I say it's just, but yeah, we're only 230 away from doing that. Yeah, 477. I say it's been on that for a good 24 hours though. So I think when it updates, it's going to go, I reckon it's going to go up at least another 100, minimum of another 100. So I reckon we'll have smashed it by this weekend. I'm just going to pop you a link up into you here now. This is a YouTube link. This is somebody that's just started up their own channel, and they could do with all the help and support from them. So if you're not subbed, go over, sub them, like their videos, leave a comment on their videos, and they'll appreciate that as well. But also do that to anybody else that's in the chat. If there's anybody in there that a name that you don't recognise, then please, you know, sub them and like them. Nikki, I've just seen you've made your first order, so that's absolutely brilliant. I do hope you used that voucher code that we gave you. Yep, you did. I've just checked that for you and you did. Brilliant. I will just say, anybody that are making orders at the moment, expect a day or two delay on your orders, because there's an awful lot of stuff being sent into the office at the moment for them to sort out. You know, I'm trying to make it as easy as I can for them by making the orders simple, but even that alone today, I think I must have sent Logan about a dozen emails. So it's hard for him to sort out. What are you laughing at, Popcoin? That's a link to all the raffles that are on the website. There's loads of different raffles on there. I'm just going to finish my cup of tea because otherwise I just don't drink it. Oh, is that my channel, Lorna? Oh, I must have posted the wrong link then. I wouldn't have done that to my channel, surely. It must have been a mistake. Right, so the raffles that are left on there at the moment, but please, please, and this is so important, when you click on any of the raffles, please read in detail the description that's on there. I am just going to turn my camera off sneakily while I describe all of these raffles to you, purely so I can have a quick puff at the same time. Because we're the Great British Coin Hunt, and we do it the British way, and we don't smoke on camera. So I'm still here, so you can still hear me. I don't, as much as I like that, it's Christmas times now, so we should be having a snowman. Right, so the raffles that you've got left on there, you got a £600 raffle for you, not a £600, sorry, you win a £600 voucher to spend on any of the prints on the website. That's a £5 ticket. Ian announced yesterday that he's also throwing in a lot of extras with that, and that will also pay, I think it's £250 of that will go to paying for one of our CJs to go. Oh, somebody's playing games, are they? Oh no, that's all right. That's not what I was expecting. So we're going to the Mint in January, so I think it's £250 of that will go to pay for their travel, their hotel, etc., etc. But you will get a £600 voucher for the prints plus a load of extras. So that's your first one. That's £5 a ticket, and that is card payments only. No vouchers and no bank to banks. That's your first one. There's lots of sold outs, and they will get updated when Logan just gets round to it. But just bear with him, because he has got so much work to do at the moment. The next one is a 2018 A to Z folder, and it'll include another mystery letter, and that's only 50p a ticket. And that one you can use your codes, your vouchers, everything you want on that one. The same for the Peter Rabbit Royal Mint packaged coin, £1.75 a ticket. There's varying amounts of tickets from, I think, 30 up to 100 on these raffles. That's another one that you can use your codes on. Nice try. You really expect me to slip up there. This is the one that I want to get sold out, but it's for personal reasons. I want this one sold out. So it's a full set of the 5 Gruffalo coins, circulated condition, obviously, and they'll all be stamped with the letters T, G, B, C, and a H. You get 5 COAs, packaging, etc., with that. That's £3 a ticket, and I'm sure you can use your codes on that one. £1.75 a ticket is just a single Gruffalo coin and packaging with COA, and again, vouchers, codes on that one. There's only one more page left, so there's really not many raffles left at all. This is a cracking one. If anybody saw me, I opened this parcel live on screen the other night, or the other morning, sorry. It's a £725 mystery parcel that includes all manner of different things in it. There's some prints, there's sheets of coins, there's absolute ton of stuff in it. It was a massive parcel when it arrived, and that's £4.95 a ticket and card only payments. Then you've got a Royal Mint packaged Gruffalo, £1.75, 30 tickets, and use everything you want on that one. A raffle to win 50 1973 clasped hand 50p's. So it's £25 worth of 50p's, the old bigger style 50p's. So you're winning 50 of those. It does say only 10 per person on that one. And there's no mention of voucher codes, so I'm assuming you can use voucher codes on that one. This one I can't believe is still here, because this is an absolute blinding deal. And this is £250 of 50p's in sealed bags that's come direct from the bank of Paddington, uncirculated obviously, because they're in sealed bags, Paddington at the Cathedral, and that's £4.50 a ticket, cash only. No bank to banks, no points or vouchers, no bank transfers, anything like that. Just a plain forward cash bid, and you win £250 sealed bags of Paddington at the Cathedral. So even for a fiver, you could win 250 quid. And I've said, if that was me, I'd keep 50 quid of it, bank 200. You're laughing, aren't you? So that's all of the raffles that are left on there. So please, if somebody can, spare a couple of quid for a raffle ticket or something, it's really appreciated, because we like to try and get them sold out if we can. Where are we now? I'm just finishing my cigarette and my cup of tea. Who won that last one? Liam, didn't he? I'm just waiting for Liam to make a payment and give me the voucher code. Not voucher code, the order number. And then we'll crack on with the next one. 9 o'clock, so I think Matt's going to be taking over at 9. He'll be with you from 9 till 12. 20 watching and only 16 likes. You get that to 20 likes, and I'll give you another voucher code giveaway. Yeah, I take it this is it is your first time of joining us, Nikki. So we do all manner of different things. Obviously, you see on the website, there's all manner of different things for sale on the website, from raffles. Sorry, I always drop a pen. Coins, old coins, foreign coins. Yeah, good to see you, Katie. It's always Team Katie for me. And look, you won't see it, but it says it twice on my screen. Yes, we do all manner of things. We've had, what did we have? We had a 24-hour coin-a-thon where all money for that went to a mental health charity. We did a good evening, JD. Good to see you, buddy. We've just done a Christmas tree one that's raised £500 for terminally ill kids. So there's all weird and things that we do. These auctions are normal auctions tonight, but we do a lot of different auctions as well, where you can only bid using certain coins. So an example would be the last big one we did was a gold proof Peter Rabbit, wasn't it? Valued at £980 on the Royal Mint's website, and it sold for 575 10p's. So effectively £57.50 in 10p's for a £980 gold coin. And when we get to 5,000 subs, we'll be doing that again. Good evening, Andrew. Good to see you, mate. I'm guessing that who won that, Liam, might be having a spot of trouble putting his order through, because I'm just waiting for him to give me the order number. But I think we might crack on anyway. Yeah, we'll crack on and do you another one. Jack's internet went down. One more like. I'd wait for that. Give me one more like and I'll give you a giveaway before we do the next auction. There we go. We're on 20 already. I'll keep this one really simple. I'll do you a £10 voucher code. And all you have to do, it's a lot more to it than that, Nikki. I'll explain that while I just tell you what you've got a comment here for the giveaway. So just comment Gruffalo in the chat for a £10 voucher code giveaway that I'll create straight away for you. So yeah, there's a lot of things. I'm assuming if you've sort of found the channel, you've got some sort of an interest in coins anyway. You're really trying tonight. So if you've got an interest in coins anyway, you'll know all about circulated coins. No, it's not a problem, Leon. I knew you'd be coming back with us anyway. 14338, 14338. So you'll know that things like the Gruffalo, for example, isn't being put into circulation. I've got one handy somewhere. Well, we think that's wrong because we think that's specifically targeting kids. So the genuine collectors out there, you've got to go to the Royal Mint and pay 10 quid for it just to put it into your collection. And we don't agree with that. So the first one was the Peter Rabbit that didn't get put in circulation. And Ian said, the boss said, I'm not having that. And he put, I think, was it 600 into circulation? And we've just done it again, or we're in the process of doing it again with the Gruffalo. And it's really bizarre, and I don't really want to go down that road tonight. But basically, if you buy a coin like that, that's classified as brilliant uncirculated. The second you take it out of that packaging, it then becomes just an uncirculated coin. we then go and put a stamp on that coin. I won't show you where it is for obvious reasons, but we put a stamp on that coin and then put them into circulation. Only limited numbers of them, don't get me wrong, you know. So there's only about, I think it's 750 of these gone into circulation. But the plan is to be doing it with every single coin that we've got. JD, yeah, you can only comment once, mate. Or, well, I suppose you can comment as many times as you want, but you're only going to get one entrance. I just go through and delete everybody's otherwise. So it doesn't matter. I'll just delete all the multiple entries. So on the website at the moment, I think there's over 20 coins on there that you can purchase now with a COA. And those are all the coins that we intend to put into circulation, because we just think it's not fair for people that, you know, that are coin collectors. What people need to be aware of is any of those coins on the website now, you can go on and purchase them for I think the 50p's, I think it's, are they £19.95, and the £2 £24.95 with the COA and everything that comes with it. The second that goes into circulation, so this one went into circulation, what, 3 weeks ago? The price automatically doubles on the website. So that's not just saying it to new viewers, to everybody else that's out there that watches us all the time, and you want to get multiple wins. You want to, I'm thinking about this giveaway now. If you want to get you know, multiple coins that are going into circulation, you've got to buy them early before the price doubles. All right, so no more comments. At £29.95. Okay, thank you, Will. Just come across a pile of older coins from my father-in-law. I still to go through. Yeah, and give you an idea. If you go on the website, it will give you an idea of how many, you know, what sort of pricing. Scroll down the left-hand side, and there's all manner of different world coins and that on there. Loads and loads of different ones. Somebody's trying to wind me up by sending me lots of messages, but it's not working. That's about right, isn't it? Where are we? Sorry. I'll just cut and paste it. It's easier for me to do that than going through and telling you. I honestly can't remember. I know one of them is £24.95. So that's Global Hunter. That's you with that £10. I said that one was, didn't I? I'll create that code for you now. And then we'll crack on. Warren, what will be the next coin to be released? It's not been 100% confirmed at the moment, but the likelihoods are it will be a £2 coin that goes out next. And the one that Ian is favouring when it comes to £2 is a Frankenstein. That's the one that he's favouring the idea of doing next. But don't then come to me in a month's time and say, oh, you said it was Frankenstein and it's not, because that's not been confirmed yet. That is just, I know that Ian's favouring that one. Got you there. So again, if that's what, you know, if you want to buy these, I'd rather you weren't, to be honest. if you were going to buy these before they were circulated, now's your time to get across and buy the Frankenstein, because whatever it's on the website for, it will be doubled the second it goes into circulation. And I think the Frankenstein is going to cause a big stir when that goes out, purely because it is such a a popular coin with collectors. I think that will cause a huge stir. So I think, people should get out, and if you're going to buy it up now. Especially now that each of them are stamped with individual letters. So you'll get, 5 letters, T, G, B, C and H. People are wanting to get 5 of each coin. So it's worth doing that now before the prices go up. Where are we? Well done, Go Global. I was given a shiny Canadian quarter today in the charity shop. 2015 Royal Canadian Mint. Nice. I'll chase up, you know what. Yes, if you could do that, mate, that would be absolutely brilliant, Popcoin. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that would be great. Yeah, just don't quote me on it, Mark. That's all I say. What I will throw out there as well, though, is without being too kind of cocky myself, I did tell people 3-4 weeks ago to start cancelling their orders for packaged coins, because I thought Ian was going to stop doing them. A lot of people didn't do them, and they'll have all been receiving emails over this weekend to say that they're all going out into circulation. What am I talking about? They're not going to be selling them on the website anymore. Sorry, I'm reading somebody else's comment. Yeah, so Ian does share a lot of stuff with me before anybody else, but I know 100% there's no definitive coin that's going to be released next. So you're talking about coins that you found today. So I'll show you one that was sent to me today. I don't need to take it out. I can just twist it. So I like my crowns, and somebody asked me the other day if I had this crown, and I said I'd had it, but not in the silver proof. So they asked me if I'd be interested in it. It's the Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mother's 90th birthday. I had the normal coin, but they sent this to me today, and that is absolutely beautiful. Proper made up with that. And as we always do with everybody, because not all of you will have been on here first thing this morning when I did this, as much as we dislike the Royal Mint, sometimes you just have to go over there. And they're running a Christmas tree thing at the moment. Is it shut for today, is it? No, it's still open. And today, all you have to do is go over onto this link. And all you have to do is put in your name and your email address, and you get the chance to win the snowman in silver proof. That updates at 9 o'clock every day. They change which one it is. So at 9 o'clock every day, or whenever I get on, the advent calendar. But whenever I come on, I share the link with people in case they weren't aware of it. The only other thing I will say to you about the Royal Mint, I don't know if they're still doing it at the moment, and it's sod's law in it. I cleared my desk up this morning after last night, and I can't find where I put everything now. There she is. I think they've still got the final day of their Black Friday, Cyber Monday going on. I'll tell you that in 1 second, Jack. But that's the other one I bought from the Royal Mint this weekend. Let's try and get it somewhere where it shows it nice. is a fish. Normally they're on there for £60, but because of their Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you could get that on there for £30, and I think there's still some left, or there certainly was this morning. Let's pop it out. Cool. And have a look. So if you want to, but the chances are that'll probably change tomorrow, because it was just their Cyber Monday thing that they were doing. So yeah, if any of you are interested in that, they were still on the Royal Mint's website for 30 quid this morning. But that's all the talking we're going to do about the Royal Mint, because I don't like them. But we will tell you when you can get a deal there. Still in stock and still 30 quid, yeah. Yeah, to the point I'm genuinely tempted to go across and buy another one, because they are that nice. Where was it? Jack's just asked me how many tickets are left on that. I'm trying to push that one, Jack, and ask people to buy them for selfish reasons. You know, there's a couple of us that have said the same thing. So I'm just trying to get a few people to buy the odd ticket here and there if they can, even if it's just with the voucher codes that I'm giving them. So where are we? We've got 44 left on that. I promise that will get sold out by Wednesday, because I am going to push that so hard that it will get done by Wednesday. Hey Tracy, really good to see you. I didn't know until this morning I was able to enter day one and later on day two. Yeah, I know it changes over at 9 a.m. I don't know if you can still enter the other one afterwards or not. I don't know, but yeah, 9 a.m. it changes. Can't wait to get mine. It's lovely. It really is. And even, you know, just the pictures and that don't do it justice. It's such a shiny, sparkly coin. It is beautiful. I picked up Silverproof Frankenstein for £54 from the Mint, which I was with. That's a cracking deal. I'd love to see that, Tracy. If you've got pictures or anything, I'd love to see that. Mark, I've just bought 2 of those for £60 in packaging. Yeah, it's a brilliant deal. Yeah, because whoever wins has the chance to offer it to the hospice if we're not too late. We're not too late. None of that's been sorted at the moment. But it's going to get sorted this week. That's why I'm really, really desperate to try and get it sold out as quick as we can. And I've told Ian why we're trying to do that, and he's cool with that as well. Yeah, Flopsy 50p, it is just stunning. It really is. I'm not really a fan of the Beatrix Potter. The only other Silverproof 50p I've got is the Paddington at the station, and that was purely just because I like the design of it. But then obviously with the price at that, I just couldn't turn that down. And then when it came through, and you know, I kind of totally changed my opinion on it. Right, so we've only done you a couple, haven't we? So let's do you one more. I'll try and think. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do it a nice low one this time, so it'll give everybody a chance of it. And why you are bidding on this one, I'll explain to you what Jack means with regards to that. So obviously, as always, I have to start in bid. If nobody bids on it, then I get it for £1. But by all means, bid away and take it away from me. The highest bid so far for the night is £30 with Liam. The highest single bid for tonight will win a mystery prize as well. The mental detectorist uploaded a gold coin in his channel. Awesome, I'll have a look at that later. It's still there in Silverproof section. It's more on eBay. I'll have a look at it after I finish then, Tracy, because I would like to see that. Right, so I'm just going to count you down anyway, and while I'm doing that, I'll explain what Oceans Jack meant. And by no means anybody else feel pressured that they have to do anything like this, because it's not the case at all. Belfast has already come in and beaten me. He's not messing around tonight. We've already done the Christmas tree raffle, and that was all going up to £500 going to Donna's Dream House in Blackpool that cares for terminal or looks after terminally ill kids. And the £500 that we raised from the raffle will help 5 individual families have a holiday experience. So, you know, effectively 100 each. So a few of us put our heads together and thought, you know what, there's 5 Gruffalo coins up in that raffle. If we've bought a load of tickets, and I think myself personally, I think I've got about 15, 16 tickets on that. And we've said if we win it, we will send those 5 tickets to the 5 families that the 5 coins, sorry, to the 5 families that are sorry, I didn't press 11 there. I think I pressed 1. Yeah. To the 5 families that are being helped with the money that we're sending up. By no means anybody else has got to feel any pressure that they've got to do that. If you want to keep those 5 coins, nothing wrong with that. That's what the idea of a raffle is. You know, you do exactly what you want with it. But yeah, that's why the likes of me and Ocean's Jack are desperate to push that raffle and get it sold out. Because the check and everything will be getting sent up there soon, hopefully this week or the latter part of this week. And Ian's going to box up some merchandise for them, so some t-shirts and some of the mugs and that are on the site. So all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it'd just be really nice to send it all up to them together. But again, you know, like I say, nobody has to feel pressured that they've got to do that. It's just personal choice. If you want to keep the coins, keep the coins. Can't even decide what I'm writing there. Right. So yeah, so if you know, that's all I say. If anybody's winning on any of these voucher codes that we're giving away, even if it's just 1 ticket that you buy, you know, even just 1 ticket helps us to get the raffle sold. But by all means, don't feel pressured that you have to do that, because that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm just asking you to help us sell it out. And there we go, we're selling that. I had HMS at 16. Did we get any more coming in? That's proper bandit move, and he got in proper early for that as well. What was that? That was 151, wasn't it? Yeah, 150. So coming up should be at 10 o'clock. Hopefully it's going to be Matt. And he'll take you through till midnight. He'll probably do some more auctions with you. And take you through till midnight. Oh, was it 17? Oh no, you've just missed out, Popcoin. There you go. See, that's what happens when you try leaving it till the last minute. Too late, mate. You should have learned that last night. That's unlike you leaving it late. I had HMS at 16. And he came in nice and early with that. Oh, see what I do, dropping me. Pens are getting everywhere. Is anybody in here that's still got some 1 and 2p's that they want an auction for? It serves you right, mate. Serves you right. So has anybody got 1 and 2p's they want an auction for? Warren, sorry again, where's the admin? Not a problem, mate. I'll pop by. the link in the chat for you. If anybody's got some 1 and 2p's at non-magnetic that they want an auction for, let us know and I'll do that as well. Jack's got 16 left, bless her. We did rinse an awful lot off you last night. Yeah, it was an awful lot that got taken. Any £5 for 1 or 2p's. I don't think there are any £5 on the list. No. No, the highest I've got a £2. There were a couple of £2 on there. Frankenstein was on there. The Sea King was on there. The £2 Duff of Peace and the £2 Bank of England. I think it was 94, was it? Cheers, Warren. Is it cash only or can I mix it with voucher? You can mix it with vouchers, HMS, yeah. Literally all you do is go through it. It's as if it was a normal payment. Then when you get to the final section, you literally just add your voucher code. Sheet of Isle of Man and Channel Islands. I'll do them separately. And I'll see how the first one goes to decide where I'll put the second one up for you. But you want that, do you want that as cash or do you want that as 1 and 2p's? So I can't believe you have to fight them for it, Jack. Yeah, separate. I have 28 1p and 2p's left. So is that for cash or for 1 and 2p's? You want that global? All right, so what was the very first one? So the first one you asked for was Isle of Man. So you can have a sheet of 30 Isle of Man coins. Get out. So you even make spelling mistakes. So 1 and 2p's. Start the bidding. I've literally just switched my camera off so I can finish my scrap, but I will be back. The sheet of 30 Isle of Man coins, 1 and 2p's. I've never had a problem, Jack. I literally just go into my bank and I said to her, can I have 10 quid's worth of 1p's, 10 quid's worth of 2p's, and they just went off, got them for me, no problem at all. No problem at all with me whenever I've asked. Right, so I take it we got some bits on this now. Susie, oh, you've kept quiet there, Susie. Are you lurking in the background? The old manager was so cool, new one won't give you a spit. Is that a post office or a bank, Jack? The reason I ask, and I wonder if anybody else has had this experience with the post office. My post office used to be really, really good. You know, they had the little section where you had your glass counter for your coins that they were selling in there and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that was in a bank. I've probably told you this a million times. UK Coin Hunt, whose folders I strongly recommend. I'll show you him in a minute. He lives in the same town as me. And he happened to say to me, "Oh, have you been into the post office?" I was like, "No, why?" "Oh, it's all changing over. And it's a bit weird." "Thank you, HMS, that's brilliant." So it's all changed over. And it's, although it's still, all the staff are still wearing Royal Mail or Royal Post Office shirts and all that, but they've totally fired all the old staff that were there. They've taken out all the shelving. They've taken away the glass cabinets that were displaying coins. It's like a totally different post office now. And I think I mentioned to somebody the other day in here that all the display cabinets that they were, the new ones that they were putting out, were all WH Smith display cabinets. And somebody did say that they'd heard something about some of the post offices either getting sold off or going into partnership or something with WH Smith. Yeah, that was a bit of a pain, because the old post office was really good. And this isn't a small post office. This is, you know, a main post office in a town. Wow, David is going to get an absolute steal here. He isn't even paying one coin for what he's winning. He's getting a sheet of 30 Isle of Man coins so far for 28 coins. Oh, it is marked, is it? Warren, the coin you shown earlier in the stream, was it from the Royal Mint? Which one, the Flopsy or the Crown? The Flopsy was from the Royal Mint, not the Crown. There we go, Popcoin's coming in with 35. He's lost out last time. He don't want to lose out again, does he? The Flopsy one came from the Royal Mint, yeah. And I think it took about 3 days from me ordering it to it coming through. It wasn't long. So when, although it was Black Friday, it was Saturday that I ordered it from them. No, the Crown was sent to me from a friend that just happened to acquire it, and they don't like the Crowns themselves, so they offered it to me. And I do like the Crowns. I've got quite a selection of Crowns going on now. And I've got a friend who's just got into collecting Crowns as well. So the good deal with that was that I was able to send them my original Crown. And I got this one. But yeah, it is. I don't know where else. I guess you can still buy them online. I don't know if it's worth having a look somewhere like the Mint. It is really nice. And I say I do like my Crowns. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do like them. But yeah, so I don't know where it. Yeah, well they are. Stupid. So there's. Oh look, I've turned the camera off again. I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to press a button over there. So yeah, it has come from the Royal Mint. So whether it's worth searching on their website and seeing if they've still got any on there, I don't know. It might be worth having a look. I know they don't go for as much as you would think they do. I've got Ian winning that on 90 coins. I don't think I had anybody else coming in. So yeah, even if you have a look on eBay, I know on eBay you can get some good deals on them. I say because they're just not. They don't seem to be that popular amongst people collecting coins. I think most people tend to stick with the newer stuff. and your territories and that kind of stuff. So did anybody get, hey, there's my #1 fan. What's going on? We're still carrying on with the auctions that we were doing last night, Chippy. We're still doing those. Yeah, I think I looked on eBay over the weekend for it, Mark, and I think I saw some for about 23 quid on eBay, which really, for a proof of that size, it's probably got 23 quid's worth of scrap in it, you know. You can't really go wrong with it. And that wasn't even doing a proper search, you know. That was just quickly YouTube, eBaying it, sorry, and seeing what was there. And that was the first one that came up. So yeah, I know they're around about 23 quid. So when you compare that to something like, you know, the 50p's that you can get there at the moment, some of them silver proofs are 30 quid. It works out a lot cheaper to do it that way. So how are you, Angela? Have you had a good day? Somebody mentioned just something about post office, didn't they, just now? Yeah. Yes, the wee post office I found a few weeks ago is selling all their coins out cheap from the cabinet. They've been selling the 10p carded alphabets for £2 for ages. Wow. And then Jack is saying, our post office has been WH Smith's for years, and they have very strict rules about not keeping back coins. Post office staff do have a small box hidden under the counter though, and let me swap them. Oh, that's all right. I guess it's all right if you get, they had no benefit coppers today though. I guess that's all right if you get a good, good staff in there that you build a good rapport with. And that's why I say it's such a shame, because my post office, it's a big post office, you know, smack in the middle of the town. And they had some really good, I'm not saying that these staff members aren't any good, but they had some really good staff members in there before, that you know, you get along with, and yeah, it's just a shame. And it does look like, I forget who just said that now, like HMS has just said, it looks like they're totally getting rid of their coins that you can buy them from. Yes, a good day, thanks, but wrecked. How are you feeling? Posted that coin to you today. Oh, you're an absolute sweetheart. You know what that means to me, so I really appreciate that. And I did pass the message on to the person that it's for, and they are absolutely over the moon about it. So again, I'm going to thank you for that. How am I feeling? If I'm honest, I'm absolutely shattered. By the time I got finished writing up all the orders this afternoon, it was about 3:03 by the time I got off here. I managed a couple of hours sleep. I got back up again about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and came on here at 8 o'clock. Do it all over again. They're a friendly bunch. The same in the bank too. They keep some by, but when the managers walk in the floor, they don't even, yeah, it's not right when it's like that, is it? Look, we've got 29 people here. If we get one more, I'll do you a big voucher code, okay? We get one more watcher, I'll give you a £20 voucher code, because I'm only on for 20 minutes. But if you want that, you need 2 more watchers. Get me to 30 watchers. And you also need to show Angela a lot of love. For those of you that didn't know, it was Angela that suggested we did the Christmas tree raffle, that's going up to help the terminally ill kids. So that's a really big thing she's done, because we wouldn't have done it without her suggestions. So show her some love as well. Fancy an all-nighter because I'm blooming don't. No, I certainly don't, mate. It won't be a late night for me, that's for sure, I can promise you. So if you want a £20 giveaway, share this post, get us 3 more watchers, and I'll give you a £20 voucher. Sorry, just responded to a couple of messages and then we sorted. Oh, there we go. We've hit 30 years already. You didn't mess about at all there, did you? Look at all this love for Angela. I love it when it's like this. Love you, Angela. And I'll embarrass her even more now and tell you what she's doing for me. Look, kisses, loves. Yeah, got the 30th. Yep, love it. Thanks, guys. But I keep saying, no, it's not a team effort. You suggested it. And so I had the day off on Saturday, and I was in the pub just chatting to somebody on Saturday that I'd never met before. Young lady, well, I say young, sort of my age lady, and she was telling me about her dad, who is collecting the old round £1 coins, and he was missing the last one, the last round pound. That was the only one that he needed for his selection, you know, collections, finish his collection off. And I happened to mention it. Was it yesterday I mentioned it? Or maybe Saturday. Angela said to me, give her a ring when I finished streaming. So I gave Angela a ring and she's offered, well, not just offered, you've just seen her there say she's posted that coin down to me today to help this old guy finish off his set. And this is an old guy, obviously, she's never met. Just offered to help him out. And yeah, so I think that's... So you might tell us it was all a team effort there, but you can't have as a team effort to say that it was a team effort for what you're doing for the old guy to finish his selection. So I'm giving you a £20 voucher because it's going to be the last one I'm going to give away tonight. So, and we'll embarrass her now and we'll get her crying a bit more, because Angela always cries in a good way. So for a £20 voucher, let's all comment Angela. So many nice people in this community. I love it. Honestly, God, I've been involved in lots of communities over the years, you know. Good girl, Angela. Smashing girl, Angela, yeah. I've been involved in lots of communities, you know, sports communities, football, but then also sort of setting up and running a food bank and all that kind of stuff. I've never, ever known a community like this. Every day, I say it all the time, and I'm sure people do get bored of me saying it, but honestly, every single day there are people that just amaze me with what they do to help each other out. And it is, I've never known anything like it. I think it's brilliant. So yeah, that's just to embarrass Angela a little bit more. Right, so no more comments on that. And to give you an exact idea of what I mean when that, right? So I've only ever spoken to Angela on the computer, never spoken to her before. Oh, Jamie's in, I'll let you have a comment on there as well, sorry. So no more on this. So I've never spoken to Jack before, Angela before, sorry. And those of you that have sort of got used to me, you know that I've got my own personal issues. So actually sitting down for me and talking to somebody is quite a big thing anyway, in person. It's easy for me to sit here and do it because I'm just talking to a computer screen. But honestly, I rang Angela up and spoke to her, and honestly, it was like chatting to a friend that you've known for years, you know. It was really nice. I think it was that one. Let me just double check. No, it wasn't that. I nearly gave it to the wrong person. Do you know what? I actually think this is the second one you've won tonight on my stream. It worked, Warren, but thanks. Hello again, Warren. What years are you after in the One Piece? I found a load. Unfortunately, we're not doing any of those anymore. Those have pretty much stopped. But they'll be doing them again. I think this is definitely one you've won on mine. So it's non-magnetic 1 and 2Ps. There's a couple of other variations. I think it's 2008 Portcullis, 2008 Feathers, is it? It's a bit like, there's a few others, but they're worth keeping hold of, Andrew, because they're going to be, the same auctions are going to happen. And I should have announced this earlier on, but I totally forgot. It's going to happen on the first weekend of every month. So originally we said the first of the month, but judging from the success of it this weekend, we're going to open it up and do it for the weekend. So that'll be, for the full weekend. Bless you, Angela. I was actually nervous before you called. It's not often a fan gets to talk to an idol. Oh, bless you, honestly. HMS, I'm going to be really thick again here. Can you remind me of your name so I can do that code for you now, mate? I know it's really stupid. I should know you. And I was going to say totally the wrong one there. Yeah, I know, but because I've just whacked that up to a £20 Lorna, I said that would be the last one that I've done, because it would have been a £10 one, but I whacked it up and said we'd do it as 20 quid. I really know I'm so thick, I should know who you are, because I've created code for you earlier on, I'm sure I did. But no, honestly, Angela, it was an absolute pleasure to talk to you. And it felt like it was somebody that I've been chatting to for ages. Let me see if I can work out who you are before you tell me. It's so annoying because I know the second I put it in. No, that's not you. Bless Judith, just tired. yeah, definitely tired. So I'll just wait for HMS to tell me his name. Seriously, I'm really proud and thankful to be a part of this community. Oh, he sent me an email. That's brilliant. Thank you, Belfast. I appreciate that. Thank you all for making me feel so welcome. But honestly, I say it the same, Angela, and you'll back me. I said this to you when I spoke to you on the phone, that as much as we sit here as CJs and we do all of this, talking to you and selling your stuff, but at the end of the day, we're customers, no different to any of you. We don't get paid in cash, we get paid in reward points. So when we come off here, we go and spend our points on the site the same as you guys do. And that's why I've always said, if you've got an issue, come to me with your issue and I'll do my best to sort it out for you, because I know how frustrating it is if you're a customer, and you've got an issue. It's not nice. And that's why I've always said I'll do my best to help anybody out that's got an issue. I can't always promise that I'll get it fixed for you. What I can promise you is that my emails will get read a lot sooner, a lot quicker than if you email somebody in. Purely because obviously the amount of emails that I'm sending in on a daily basis with regards to orders and everything, it's natural that mine get read sooner. So it helps everybody. And I'd like to think out of the people that I have helped, they've all been happy with it. Where are we? Right, just going to email this across to you now. Global HMS. I don't know why I'm calling it global. No, that's totally wrong. And then we do one more auction to end it, and I think that Matt will be taking over at 10. I haven't heard anything to say that he's not going to be here. And then he's going to carry on with some auctions for you. How he does them and everything else, I'm not sure. It's entirely up to him how he works it. So I changed it up a little bit from what Hannah and Sue were doing earlier on. Right, so you should have an email coming your way now. HMS. Warren, I want a £12 voucher from Hannah's. Oh, right. No, okay, so what's happened there, HMS? Anything that's won on, so vouchers that are won on streams where I'm not on them, they get sent into the office and the office will create them. I was only shown how to create the voucher codes over the weekend, so I'm still new at it. But if I'm on stream, you'll get your code straight away. It's just if it's, you know, one of the other CJs, then you just have to wait a little bit for it. And you made me go and buy M&Ms today, but not the nutty ones. I'm allergic because you had them on stream last night. I had everything on stream last night. I had M&Ms. These were my favourite though. Absolute favourite these were. Pretzel pieces. I'd never had them before, but they were absolutely stunning. They were. I really enjoyed them. But yeah, then I had a bag of M&Ms and a bag of Revels and everything else. Right, so what we've done, right, we've been doing these auctions tonight. I'm going to give you one last decent one to end the night. And we've said the person that gets the highest single bid will also win a mystery prize as well, included in that. The highest single bid I've got at the moment is £30. I just need to check something, sorry. It's £30, and that is currently with Liam. I know how much that was. I don't really need to be checking it, do I? Yeah. Yeah, I thought, yeah, it was that. I just forgot to put the price down on it. That's cool. I don't know what the mystery price is that you'll get for the highest single bid, but it will be some sort of prize. And I don't suppose you're going to do auctions in the future with 5p's. I've just filled up a 2-pint glass full. Honestly, I mean, I spoke to Ian this afternoon, and Ian asked me his opinion on my opinion on how these mystery parcel ones have gone. And I said, yeah, I think they've gone really well, but I think we might have just sort of reached the limit with them. You know, it's been the best part of 2 days by the time we finish today. And he said, well, God, what am I going to do next? And I said, come on, Ian, you know, you always go away for a day or two and then you come back and you've always got an idea of something else that you're going to do, you know. Let's change this a bit. Let's see how clever you want to be here. So the highest single bid that we've got at the moment is 30. So, okay, let's drop that a little bit. So you need to have a single bid of 30 or more. Okay, if that's the case, I'll check that with my records, Angela. And if it's the case that it is an extra £5 one that you're owed, I'll get that sorted for you. I've got it all written down here and I've got it on emails. It may just be a case that there's been a mix-up between us when we've sent them. So don't worry about it. I'll check that for you. And if we have made a mess up, I'll get you the respond to you. So this is the last one. As always, 10% bid starts with me. We love mystery parcels, don't we? I've got no idea how many I've got to come into me now, Popcorn. Absolutely no idea, mate. It's quite a few. So it's a £280 mystery parcel. And if anybody gives me a bid on this of over 30 quid, you'll also get a mystery prize included in it as well. And I don't know what that mystery prize, it's got to be over 30 though, because that 30 is just equal to top bid at the moment. So it's got to be, and it was Popcorn anyway that got there first with the 30. I'm sure that you didn't mean 301 there, Ian. So I'll take the 31 from Popcorn. I'm sure you didn't mean 301. And I'm just, honestly, the times I've done that, so I know how easy it is to just do a slip of the finger and hit the wrong button. Mark's coming with 33. This made a bit of interest for the last one then, didn't it? You want to get this mystery present or parcel or whatever it is that's included with it. Ian's coming with 35. And I say, I've got no idea what this mystery thing is going to be. I've just thrown this on Ian tonight before I came on and said, come on, people have bidded a lot of money over the weekend. Let's throw one thing back at them. If they give us a decent sized bid during the last, it's as good as the last stream, and you've got Matt for another 2 hours. So it's at 36 with Mark at the moment. And remember, you can use your vouchers or your points to combine payments on these. So it doesn't have to be one, full payment of 36. It can be part voucher, part code as well, to finish that. Anybody that's won anything on this stream this evening, I'm not going to sit here for hours and write all this up and send it in tonight, but you've got my word, it'll be the first thing that I do in the morning when I get up. I will send all your emails in, so that'll get sorted for you. I've got an awful lot of them to be sending in tomorrow. I've got a load for Hannah and a load from John Gamble at the weekend also to be sent in. So if you were watching me last night, you know this is how I do it. And last night I was messing about, sending a message on my phone. And then when I've sent my message, I just hit the button and we've sold it. So where did we get to? Angela coming with 38, Ian with 45, you with 38, Lorna with 40. I've got 45 on there. Oh, hang on. Did you get in? No, we've gone up here. Lorna with 46, Ian with 50, and sold. Sorry, Nikki, you just missed out on that. So I've got that as Ian for a 50 quid bid. That's absolutely brilliant, Ian. And do you know what? I'm really pleased it's gone to you, actually, because I was writing up my orders today and I didn't realise how many of them you had actually put a bid in for and won on my stream. So you've won an awful lot this weekend. So I know that you've spent a lot of money. So honestly, I'm really chuffed that's gone to you as well. Let me just check my WhatsApp to see if anybody's popped up anything in the CJ chats. So we'll just have a chat for 5 minutes. What's going on? No, that's all in the Gruffalo, so that's not a problem. Right, so I asked a question over the course of the weekend. That's really nice, Popcorn, those pictures you've sent me, actually. We're looking for somebody, well, yeah, I was taking the mickey out of Lorna's postman the other day saying he's going to have arms like a gorilla. There's certainly a few people this weekend that their postman's going to hate them. So yeah, I put a thing up asking for people this week. We need somebody to come on board and help us out with just creating some posts on Facebook. It's only going to be, maybe 1 or 2 posts a day. Be working alongside, bless her, she does try. I promise I'll be on that tomorrow all day, Chippy, I promise you that. It'll be working alongside Mick, who does all of our blogs. So if you don't know Mick, please go onto the website and have a look at some of his blogs. He writes some really, really fun stuff, ranging from interviews with the CJs right through to serious stuff about coins and everything else. So you'll be working alongside him on Facebook, and it will just be, say, creating 1 or 2 posts a day, sharing it, that kind of stuff. Again, the same rules apply. You won't get paid in cash, but you will get paid in reward points. So if there's anybody that wants to take over and do that, please get in touch with one of us and let us know, because we need that really urgently. I would do it, but honestly, I just haven't got the time to do it. It's only going to be, an hour, 2 hours maximum out of somebody's day. If you know what you're doing, it won't even be anywhere near that. You'll get paid in reward points. So please, if anybody's interested in that, let us know. Contacting one of us. Got anyone coming? Oh, you're talking about your mystery parcels now. No, Angela, we haven't sold any more Gruffalows. It's still on 44, but I promise you, honest to God, that will be sold on Wednesday, because people are going to be so sick of me ramming that down their throats this weekend, or this week. They're just going to buy it to shut me up. Would you really? Somebody's just sent me a message offering to do the Facebook help. If you're serious, then I will pass your details on. Oh, that's more than enough. Yeah, it won't take that much, honestly. I'll speak to you when I finish at 10. But yeah, that's brilliant. And so somebody's come forward and done that. David has spent 1,135 1 and 2p coins ready to post. Thank you all. The 8 said folders. I'll give you a rundown now on what raffles are left and how many tickets are left on each of them. That'll be the easiest way to do it. The one that really shocks me is the sealed bags of Paddington at the Cathedral. There's still 94 left on that. The single Gruffalo, there's 175. There's 28 of those left. The 5 Gruffalos, there's 44 of those left. The 1973 clasped cans 50p's, there's 33 of those left. The £725 mystery parcel, there's 58 of those left. The A to Z 2018 folder, 50p a ticket, that should sell out in no time. There's 38 of those left. The Royal Mint package Gruffalo on its own, that's 28 of them. The 2019 Peter Rabbit hasn't sold 1 ticket, there's 30 of those left. And the £600 Prince that's now been upgraded, and there's lots of other stuff going to be included in that. There's 82 left on that. Good night, Warren and all the family. Thank you very much, Mark. Honestly, it means a lot that you've all chipped in and made it a really good, fun weekend. So please, if you haven't already done it, tell people what we've done this weekend and some of the bargains you've got. Get them to come over, join the channel. The quicker we get to 5,000, you know that it's going to be another crazy weekend or a crazy day or two, of doing streams and doing auctions and giveaways. And we're not far off that. It's only what is it, 230 until YouTube updates. Let me just check to see if Matt is on live at the moment. If he is, I'll jump off immediately. And get out of here. Where am I going? I pressed the wrong button altogether there. I didn't realise, but I've just seen looking in the schedule for videos to come up. Butch, the #1 American streamer for us, he's on at midnight tonight. No, right, it doesn't look like Matt's here at the moment, so I might have to stick around for a little bit. Thank you, Ian, that's awesome, mate. I really do appreciate that. 1 4 3 4 0. So I'll just hang around for a minute, see if Matt is on his way. What one is that? That's 2018, isn't it? Because I'd rather not go. You have done, Angela. Honestly, just literally because of everything that's happened this week. I did read it and I did have a go and have a look on them. But obviously, because of everything that's gone on this weekend, I haven't had a chance to sort of pass that on to anybody. There are, we have got, although you can buy merchandise on the website, you can get these t-shirts. You can have individual things put across the top if you want to. You know, you can put your names on there, that kind of stuff. But there is also now another website. There we go, let's do that. So there's another website now. There's absolutely loads of stupid t-shirts and that on there. But that's being updated daily as well. So there's going to be new ones added on there, and there's quite some good designs that are going to be coming onto that. So keep an eye on that. And as soon as I get any updates, I will let you know. I think I might just have to send Matt a message. What's the Facebook you were saying about Warren was half listening, coming up the stairs? It was just literally to get some help from somebody 1 or 2 hours a day to help with the Facebook side of things. Just create 1 or 2 posts a day, work alongside Mick, sharing some posts. Ian's got some good ideas for Facebook. And I'm just saying, if anybody's got an interest of doing that, then send one of us a message. So Nikki, really appreciate you joining us tonight. I'm really glad that you've joined us and enjoyed yourself tonight. We are live 7 days a week from 12 midday through till 12 midnight. So anytime you're about, just stick us on. We'll always appreciate it. I don't know if Chris Spree's in the stream. If he is, he's the one that you should be asking about. He's the one that you should be asking about how much it costs, the amount he sent in last time. Oh, he's back. There we go. He'll be on at 10:30. That's absolutely fine, Matt. I'll just wing it for another 25 minutes. Not a problem. I won't throw him any more auctions out because I told him the last one that I did was the last one. So we'll just chill and have a chat for 20 minutes. No, honestly, mate, you take your time. Just let us know when you're ready, and we'll switch it over. So there you go. Matt's going to come on at 10:30, and he will be doing some fun and having laughs with you. Nice, Judith. I bought. So honestly, the actual sending of them is not as expensive as you think they are. As most of you saw, I unpackaged 718 Gruffalos and sent them back to Ian. So obviously it's bigger and heavier than the 1 and 2Ps, and that was 718 of them with all the packaging, and I sent that, obviously recorded delivery for delivery by 1 p.m. the next day, and that cost me 26 quid. So it's not as much as you think it's going to be. And to be fair, do you know what I mean? Even if it's costing you 5-10 quid to send it in, even if you add that on top of what you've got in your auctions, you're still getting a really good deal out of it. So it's not that much of an issue, I don't think. Where are we going? Nice, Judith, bought a lot. 5 raw mint package coins, smiling. So exactly. So although it's a lot of coins that you've got to send in, when you work it out, it's not that bad, really. Possibly, yeah, like Marie's just said there, ask your post office if it's going to work out cheaper for you to send it in over as 2 separate parcels rather than 1. Again, it's actually, I wouldn't have a clue about that, but it's definitely worth asking the question. And I am, honestly, I'm just going to say this again. I know you're sick to death of me saying this. If you've won any of your 1 and 2P auctions, so let's say you've won 2. I know that's just another bag. No, let's use that one then. So let's say you've won 2 auctions. Don't put them all in one bag. Put the auction number 1 into one bag, auction number 2 into another bag. Put a separate note into each bag telling them how many coins are in there and what it is you've won. Do the same for both bags, and then by all means put both bags into the same parcel and send them. But make sure you mark them all up individually. And honestly, it's not a joke when we say to you, people just will get a bag of coppers that they owe. They might have won 5, and they'll put it all into the same bag, no notes, no name or return and sender address on there. So it turns up in the office. They've got no idea who it's from, what it's for, and all that's going to do is literally delay you. Because when they get anything like that come through, all they do is they chuck it to the back of the room, and it stays there until every single order is processed, and only then will they then go back and try to work out which coins match up with which orders. So all you're doing is then delaying the orders coming out to yourself, and this will make you laugh. And I apologise if there's anybody in here that has done this, because it's not meant as a dig at anybody. But this weekend was meant to be, not meant to be, it has been a real good laugh with all these mystery parcels and everything else. Basically, Ian's doing a massive stock take. If you've seen any of sort of Ian's collection just at his house and in his garage, he's got a vast amount of stuff that's not even listed on the website. And when he was talking to me about it last week, his words were, I can't even be asked to list half of it. So the idea of the mystery parcels come about. When people have gone to pay fire admin, that's right, I'll answer that in a minute. When people have been going over to pay fire admin, in the little box, they've actually been putting in the box what they do and don't want in the mystery parcels. That's not how a mystery parcel works. We've never advertised it as that's how it works. It can contain anything from the website, and as I've just said, stuff that's not even on the website. So that's how a mystery parcel works. But yeah, some people have been doing that as well. And I would suggest if you've got any problems with an order, don't even think about sending it into the office. if I just give you an idea of what I've sent into them today, and this is just for me, so bear in mind, you've got everybody else that streamed on Saturday, everybody that streamed today, and this is just orders that I've sent them in. And this was just from last night. And onto there. And that's just from one stream last night. They've got the same again from about 5 or 6 other CJs. So if you've got an issue, don't send it in to them. Send it to one of us and ask us to look at it for you. Because if you send it into the office, they are absolutely snowed under at the moment. And the chances are you're not going to get a response for a little while from there. So, you know, just wait. Send it to one of us and we'll see we'll see if we can help you. I know it's, to a lot of people it means nothing, but Ian popped on the stream last night, and one of the things that he wanted us to get across to you that I don't think any of the other CJs have even mentioned, but obviously some of you will be aware that we tried the whole 24-hour stream with the Americans. For one reason or another, it didn't work, and we've not really spoken about it since then, because we found it was better to sort of, you know, deal with our issues behind the scenes and not involve anybody on the channel, which is all very well. But then it came to light that a lot of people spent money on the American streams and haven't received any of their goods. Don't for a minute think that I'm saying they're not going to send the stuff to you. But looking at it from Ian's point of view, he's saying that, you know, you've now been waiting, 4 weeks for the stuff? And in Ian's opinion, that's not acceptable. Don't need to go into reasons as to why, where and what happened, but Pinky is no longer streaming for us and won't be streaming for us again. That's not even up for debate. Butch is a good guy. Butch is on at midnight. He's streaming. He's a good lad. So between Ian and Butch, it's been decided anybody that has spent money on any of the American streams, if you can either send one of us CJs, don't send it to Ian or the office because it would just get lost. If you can send one of us CJs a note of what you should have won or what you did win on their streams, or if you can't remember what you should have won, if you put a note or a screenshot of your PayPal payment to them, then send that into one of the CJs. What we're going to do with that, Ian will swallow up any costs to anybody that is affected by it. And again, I will reiterate, I'm not saying, and nor is Ian saying for a second, you're not going to get your parcels. But we think having to have waited the length of time that you have isn't acceptable. So let's say, for argument's sake, you've gone on there and, I don't know, you're owed half a dozen wheat pennies or something. What they're going to do is Ian is going to substitute Butch, and he will go through his and he will search and find those coins for you, and then they will be sent to you. You will not lose out in any way at all. And I know that a lot of people have said, well, that's not down to Ian to do. And in some respects, I kind of understand that. It's not down to Ian to be doing that. But at the same time, all of this was happening under the banner of the Great British Coin Hunt. So, and again, you know, nobody's saying that you're not going to get your parcels. But the way it looks at the moment is it's not particularly good business. It's not good advertising for the Great British Coin Hunt. So Ian would rather do it. I know exactly, Lorna, and I haven't got an issue with that. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. You know, if that's what they want to do, let them crack on with it. All the time that person's attacking me on his own personal channel, crack on. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. The way we're trying to do it over here, And I've said, you know, I'm not saying for a second that he's not going to send those parcels, but the amount of time that people are waiting, we don't think is acceptable. So Ian will swallow the costs for anybody that's paid money out. So if that's you and you want to get your money back, or you want to get the coins that you should be getting, then get in touch with one of us and that will get sorted. I can't promise it's something that's going to happen overnight, because a lot of the time Butcher's going to have to go through and search them for himself. You know, so it's not going to be an easy one, but if you're concerned in any way, please get in touch and that will get sorted. And that is all I'm going to say on it. So don't bother asking me any questions, because I'm not going to say any more on it. Where are we? Right, we're still talking about the weights of the coppers. Is it ready to go? Showed. Yeah, I'm not disputing that, Disney. I'm not disputing that. And I'm not comfortable going down that. I'm passing on the message that we were asked to pass on from the boss. So this isn't even me saying it. This is coming directly from the boss. So I've said what needed to be said on it, and I'm not going to say any more on it. I do understand what you're saying. I do. But I'm not saying any more on it. While we're on sort of dodgy territory, if you like, the only other thing worth noting, and this applies to anything that's happened in the past this weekend, whether it's my streams or anybody's streams, it don't matter at all. If there's anything that's been on one of the streams and you don't like it, don't sit there and say nothing. If there's something on anybody's stream that you haven't liked, if somebody said something that's upset you or whatever, get in touch with one of us, either myself, Ian or John. You know how to get in touch with all of us. You've got my email address. John's email address is just tgbch@outlook.com for attention of John, and you'll all have Ian's WhatsApp numbers. So if there's anything that you've seen that's upset you, then send a message to one of us, but try to tell us where in the video it is. For an example, I did a 14-hour stream last night. So if you just go on there and say, oh, Warren offended me last night, we're not going to sit there and go through 14-hour video to try and find it. So if you can tell us whereabouts on the video that somebody's upset you, that will get looked into. And trust me, where they're needed, that video will be removed. It won't affect the CJ. They will still get paid for their stream for that session. Unless it's something that they've done that's caused the offence, then maybe that will need to be looked in a different way. But Ian's opinion on that is he would rather lose a few videos than offend customers. So if that's the case, then get in touch with any of us and tell us what your issues are. And again, that's all I've got to say on that. That's not singling out anybody, and that applies to me as much as anybody else. And trust me, I know that I've done things that have offended people. And I myself went on last week and deleted 3 or 4 of my videos. Not because I was told to, just because I'd looked at them and I wasn't happy with them. And it was a bit embarrassing when I looked back at them. So I've deleted my own videos. So changing subject, who is on tomorrow? At the moment, I haven't got the faintest idea. Hannah usually does a Tuesday, but I don't know whether she's ready at the moment to come back full time. So it'll either be 12 till 5 tomorrow, will either be me or Hannah. After 5 o'clock at the moment, I haven't got a clue. I think that I might have spoken to Polly and she might try to do an hour or 2 tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Other than that, I think Scott does a bit on a Tuesday. But honestly, my head's been all over the place this weekend with this. I haven't had a second to sit down and see where I've gone wrong, or, you know, set the diary up properly. So I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I think courier might be cheaper than Royal Mail for people sending large. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think it was Chris Free, was it, last time, sent his by courier because it worked out cheaper. Who did I time out last night? It was you, Popcorn, I timed out last night, was it? I think it was you, wasn't it? When you were trying to count down on my mystery parcels. You and Jeff. You and Javid. That doesn't mean you can go and send in a complaint and say, Warren timed me out last night. That's what I don't mean that when I say send a complaint in. No, honestly, it's on a serious note. I know we're messing about and laughing about it, but if anybody has been honestly offended, then get in touch, because like Ian's words were, he'd rather lose a couple of videos than offend customers. And you know us, we don't intentionally sit here to offend anybody. Lorna likes Polly. Okay, I'll give you an even more breaking news on this one now then. There's a possibility, obviously Polly's only done a 2-hour stream at the moment, so she needs to get her confidence up a bit more before we let her loose on her own. But there's a possibility that she's going to have a friend that will also come on with her and stream with her, so to make her feel a bit more comfortable. So yeah, and so that would be another female CJ as well. But that's not confirmed at the moment. It's just something we spoke about last week. No, Polly literally, since she did, I can't think what it was. I think it was it last Saturday? She did something like 2 till 4 with me. It was just a real quick stream, being her first time. And I'll throw you out. I don't really throw you under the bridge here, Angela. When I spoke to Angela, she's going through moving house and everything at the moment, which probably won't get sorted until January sometime. But Angela's considering popping on for a 5-minute with us on StreamYards. So that's something else we got to look forward to. She says she's just got to build her confidence up. Trust me, I've spoken to Angela on the phone and she'll be absolutely fine. So that's something else we've got to look forward to. That would be really nice. Poor guy was counting for me. But I did warn you. So that's where your complaint's going to fall on deaf ears, because I did put a warning out first and say, carry on the countdown and I'll time you out. So you did get the warning. Brilliant, excellent. Cool, be nice for both of them. Yeah, and they are really not. The girl that's possibly coming on with Polly is the daughter of the girl whose dad's collecting the £1 coins. So it'd be really nice to get her on and just give her opinion on what Angela's effectively sending her a £1 coin has done for her and her dad. It will be good. It will be nice to get her on. So I'm speaking to her on Facebook as well at the moment to try and get her confidence up to do it. Warren, you are loved, no dislikes. I've obviously done something wrong then tonight, because I always get at least 2 dislikes. I don't think you've done it right unless you've got a couple of dislikes. Everybody gets them. That's another thing I'll touch on as well quickly. I've only got 2 or 3 minutes left now. It's something that we've avoided talking about, right? And that's probably the wrong approach to have taken with it. And that was, none of you will have ignored the fact that John Gamble got a huge amount of dislikes yesterday. Well, let me just say one thing on this. This isn't John Gamble getting huge dislikes from the UK followers, okay? This is the American guys sending people over to try to disrupt the channel. Okay, and that's all that is. It's got absolutely nothing to do with John Gamble as a person. Yes, I've had my issues with John in the past. We've sorted that. We're sound now. There's no problems there. So I know when some people have gone on there, it's quite shocking. I think at one point he had 20 or 30 dislikes on there. Just spare a second for, you know, how must that feel for John to sit there and see that? Because I know if I saw that on my stream, that would devastate me. I'd probably laugh and joke through it while I was streaming, but the second I turned off that camera, that would devastate me. So let's just, you know, really try. I know I don't like sitting here and begging people for likes and all that. I just don't feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff. But when it's somebody like John, please try and support him, because I spoke to Ian about this afternoon, and it's just purely a case, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way to John in any shape or form. Each CJ have got their own following. John had a large American following, or has a large American following. So trolls know, for an example, if they come onto one of my streams, not only have I always got some pretty on-the-ball mods there that will deal with it, there's also a lot of people in the chat that will just fire a ton of abuse at them, and they won't get away with it on my stream. But they see somebody like John, and to an extent, they even did it with Butch, when Butch came back and did his first stream for us. Now, he was meant to stream till 4 o'clock in the morning, and he didn't. He ended up cutting it short at 2:30 because he just had enough of the abuse that he was getting and the trolls that he was getting. I know, Tracy, it's very easy to say to ignore them, but when you're looking at it and all they're doing is hitting that dislike button, if you're getting 30 dislikes on a chat, on a stream, that's got to be really disheartening for that CJ, no matter how thick your skin is. So all I'm asking is, whenever you go into a stream, certainly if it's somebody like John, please honestly hit the like button straight away, because it will mean the world to him. And he ain't a bad guy, I like watching John. He does some good stuff. So please, just don't think that it's abuse that he's getting from here, because it isn't the case. GSA Wolf, good to see you again, buddy. John's a good guy, and again, that's it. That's all I'm prepared to say on that, because I don't want to, like you say, I don't want to give the trolls any more airtime than what they deserve. But I will step in and say something when I think one of our CJs is being treated unfairly. Matt, I'm very nearly ready. Literally, just give me the nod, Matt, and switch it straight over to you, mate, as soon as you're ready. When I think one of our CJs or even one of our mods is being treated unfairly, then I will step in and say something. You could see it did, Lorna, you could see it did. And I probably didn't help matters. I was trying to speak to John to try and tell him, look, ignore it, John. This isn't a reflection on you. But I think he thought that I was going to have a go at him. And I've not myself managed to speak to him. I'm going to ring him tomorrow and just put it up with him tomorrow and clear it all up with him. Because I know exactly how I would have felt if I was in his place. Is Matt putting on him his lippy? Probably. Is John still talking to the Americans he was friends with? A lot of them know Disney. Some of that probably through choice, but some of that is also, without going into too much detail, stuff that has been discussed behind the scenes of the Great British Coin Hunt. And there is now certain things that me running the channel and Ian running the business won't put up with, whether that's from a moderator or a CJ. So we've had to pull the line down a little bit and say, look, if this happens, then you're not going to be streaming here or modding here anymore. So some of it will have been through choice, some of it won't have been, but I think, you know, the proof's in the pudding, if you like. You know, the proper guys that are good guys, the likes of John Gamble, the likes of Butch, the likes of Silly as I Want to Be, you know, they've stuck with us. They're not going anywhere. And they've taken an awful lot of abuse themselves as well, in doing that and making that stand. So yeah, that pretty much says it all. No, what was happening last night, without going into too much detail, because I really don't, like somebody's just said, don't give them the airtime. Somebody had set up a channel last night saying that and they'd put it across the screen like I've done here with Marie, and they'd put it across the screen that they were going to come over and attack the Great British Coin Hunt. And it was really quite funny because the entire time they had that banner up there saying that, they only had 2 people in their chat. So how they were going to come over and attack us, you know. But yeah, it doesn't bother me, because I know that I've got mods there and everything that will deal with it. But just understand it from somebody that's not as comfortable as what I am, you know. Somebody like John, it will affect them a lot more. And even Sue, to a degree. I don't know if many of you were around with Sue the other day. Sue got trolled, and it really upset her to the point where she was ready to quit and give it all up. You know, so it's not nice. And it happens, I think it happened again this weekend to Sue and Scott. And they were both, the pair of them were both really upset by it. And of course, I didn't know anything had happened because I'd had Saturday off. So when I come back Sunday and found it all out, it's quite a shock to me. So that's all it is, I guess, you know, just show. I'm not ever going to ask you to sit there and smash the likes for me and show me the love and all that, because that's just not who I am. But where it's concerned with the other CJs, please do it with them, because honestly, it does mean an awful lot to them. Not seen Butch for a while because I'm working late. He's on tonight at midnight. I think at the moment, I might be wrong, but I think at the moment he's doing midnight on a Sunday and midnight on a Monday, but with a view to, you know, do more. Yeah, that's the general idea with it. Popcorn. That would be terrible shame. Sue's good at what she does, really natural. I love watching Sue and Scott. I think the rapport that them two have got between them, they just bounce off each other so well. They really, really do crease me up. They're so funny. And it just always seems to me, I'm sure it's not the case, but it always seems to me that it's such a happy household, you know. Everybody's always smiling and joking with each other, and you know, it just, I don't know, it's something really warming when I watch them. So it's just so natural, you know, like you say, it's proper natural. Never understood why people get a kick of bullying. And that is, you've hit the nail on the head there. That's all it is. It's bullies. No other word for it than bullies. I personally think it goes a little bit deeper than that, and I think it's people that've got issues themselves, and you know, rather than sit there and deal with their own issues, they'll go and attack somebody else. But that's my opinion on it. Work and sleep get in the way. Sleep's for wimps, Marie. Come on, you should know that on this channel now. I can't even think. I don't even know where I am now. Where are we? It's Sunday night still, isn't it? Get out of here. I've told you there's no Christmas tree going up in this house. Absolutely not. The furthest you're going to get anywhere with me is a Christmas hat, and I begrudgingly put that on. But that's as far as you'll get with me. There's no tree going up in this house. Glad it's not just me with bar humbugs. Oh, great, I'm all right. as head groupie, I've called your fan club Warren's Warriors. I love that, Angela. I hope she knew I was only joking. Oh, what have you done there, Global? I'm sure you haven't upset anybody. Oh, Sue, with your complaint, honestly, when I read it out, they were so worried. They genuinely thought it was a serious complaint. And then when, obviously, I said what it was, they all found it so hilarious. And even when I'd said it to Ian this morning, Ian was creasing up when I read it to him. It was so funny. But you did. You had all of us on that. I get by on 3 hours sleep. It is as it is. I haven't even had that, Marie. I'm trying to work where we are now. So I was off on all day Saturday. So I would have started work about 9 o'clock on Sunday. Then come onto camera at 10 o'clock last night. Went right the way through till 12 o'clock midday today. Finished about 3:30. Went to bed for 2 hours. Got back up. Potted about, did a few bits. Had a quick nip out on my bike before she decided to overheat. And yeah, then come back on here for tonight. So that's it really. Madeline, what are you saying why for, love? I don't know why you're saying why. Why am I not putting up a Christmas tree? To be honest with you, because in all honesty, because it's just me here, I live here on my own. I just don't see the point of doing it all. I don't see the point of going to all the hassle of putting up decorations and trees and everything else when I'm just here on my own. Don't see the point of it. I'm with you on that one. No tree for me either. Good on you, Tracy. I have the tree in the loft. The spiders live there, and that's where they should stay. Tracy, let's hide the Christmas trees. I scowled at a reindeer on an email this morning. Do you know, the only thing that made me feel slightly Christmassy was the Christmas Father Christmas card from Popjoy. I bought that for my brother's daughter, and I had it sitting here on my desk for about 2 weeks, really umming and ahhing whether I wanted to send it to her or not. And I did in the end. I sent it to her. That was the only thing that made me think, yeah, do you know, that's quite nice. I'm nicking off to Benidorm over Christmas, not for me. Good on you, Popcorn. I wish I could, mate. Unfortunately, I've got commitments that I can't get out of. As hard as I try, I can't. Yeah, so no, that's the only reason, Madeline. It's not, I'm not a humbug or anything like that, in honesty. I'm really not. But there's just not, for me, there's no point if I'm just here on my own. My day starts at 5 a.m, back to bed at about 11 or 12. Launch it, yeah. Reindeer are okay for a bit. I'm the same, just me to see it. I mean, so cats won't play with a tree like these. Exactly. You know, and that is it. It's just, I just can't be. And I do think it's incredibly commercialised now anyway. You know, and I don't agree with the way it's rammed down your throats from sort of the beginning of November. Yeah, it's great if you've got kids and that, but if you're somebody that's on your own or lives on your own, it's not really nice having it rammed down your throats. Let's go with popcorn on his holidays. Madeline, for us then, I don't have a tree either because I live alone. But like to see others have them. Look how lovely. Oh, don't get me wrong. I can look at somebody else's house, Madeline, and think, yeah, do you know, that looks really, really nice. I do think certainly with me and with my issues that I've got, I think if I went to the extent of putting decorations up everywhere and putting a tree up, and I think my depression would go through the roof, because I think I'd be sitting here in the evenings with all these lights and whatever going on, and be sat there thinking, do you know, it's really quite sad that I'm sitting here on my own with all this. So I think it would probably tip me over the edge with my depression and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of, maybe that's another reason that I don't do it. Disney's off to bed. We'll sort them out in coins tomorrow. Oh, bless you. That's a good old job you've got to go to tomorrow to do that. You have a stream to do. I don't know if any of you are aware of this. There are going to be streams from the Great British Coin Hunt on Christmas Day. Whether they're all going to be pre-recorded or not, I don't know. But the big one to remember is at 12 o'clock on Christmas Day lunchtime. There is going to be Martha doing her version of the Queen's speech. I believe that's already been recorded, and it's going to be scheduled to go live at 12 midday on Christmas Day. And there's a good chance that somebody else might hop on and stream, or I would imagine it'll be hard to keep Ian away from the camera as well. Martha, see, look, she's still listening. Is Martha ready to go live then, Matt? I'm still dealing with year-end at work, so it's April for me, hence why I'm not feeling Christmassy. It's only just gone Easter for me. Bless you. Happy Easter, Martha. Yes, Marie Bunny's not running tears. Are you ready now, Matt? No pressure. If you're not ready, it's fine. We'll just sit here and carry on rambling. But if you're ready, I'll switch off and hand them over to you. Why 27 people want to sit here and listen to me ramble about why I'm not putting up my Christmas decorations, I've got absolutely no idea. Yeah, Matt's ready. So all I can say is a huge thank you to everybody that's joined in on my streams and made my streams this weekend so much fun. Honestly, I have not laughed so much in ages. But please just transfer over to Matt, go and support him for the next hour and a bit, and then butch on afterwards as well. Matt will give you some auctions as well. So huge thank you to everybody that's tuned in. It really does mean a lot. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.